What is good with it, YouTube? Fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real talk boxing. It is a privilege, an honor, and a major blessing to be back with you beautiful people. Yet again, unscripted, no notes, raw, just my honest assessment and opinion. Man, last night there was a heavyweight fight on Fox PPC that I had no idea was going down. A really, really good, undefeated, up-and-coming contender, heavyweight, Michael Coffie. 12-0 with 9 knockouts fought last night. Now, I've spoken about Michael Coffie before and other videos, but I never did a full video on him. But he is a heavyweight contender that I have been really, really crunk, really excited about because he's really, really good. And last night was his first main event fight. He was headlining on Fox PPC last night. But unfortunately, it was an upset. He lost. He lost against a guy that I have no idea who he is. So yeah, people who know who this guy is, go ahead and jump on me. I don't care. You guys might not even know who Michael Coffie is. But anyway, his opponent was Jonnie Rice, a fighter that is 13, 6 losses, 9 knockouts. 13 wins, 6 losses, 9 knockouts. Now, on paper, you would think that Michael Coffie is going to run through him. Judging by what I've seen, with Michael Coffie, who's really fleet-footed to be a big dude, who has a lot of power, who's very calm and very lackadaisical in the ring. He has controlled aggression. His facial expressions never change. He's so at home in the ring, second nature. He wins fights easy like that. But you got this guy named Jonnie Rice who came in to show up and show out. Jonnie Rice says all my losses was because I was holding back. And he said last night in the fight against Coffie, he wasn't going to hold back. He was either going to sink or swim. Man, did he show up. The first round came out, and right away, immediately, Rice was throwing the straight 1-2 very effectively. His right cross was there all night. Just a straight 1-2. Bop, bop. He would change the timing on it. Sometimes he would throw the cross immediately after the jabs. Whop, whop. He was a conventional. And sometimes he would change up the pace. He would whop, feint, and pop. Every single time. He dropped that right hand on Coffie. There was no answer for it. Now, Coffie's a conventional fighter. Now, believe me, Coffie was there. He had some spots in the fight, and it was competitive. But once he went from conventional to southpaw, I knew right then something was going on. He could not figure Rice out. He couldn't. So anytime you see a fighter who genuinely fights in the same stance, every fight, when he switches to from conventional to southpaw, there's something, he's getting frustrated. He's getting confused by that fighter. Now, Rice is a very long, big, awkward fighter. Now, the straight 1-2 was fast, but his hooks were very wide. They were hard to time, and you didn't know where they were coming from either. But we talking about heavyweights, 270-pound heavyweights, man, like 6'3", 6'4". Big dudes, giants, man. But Rice was just getting there faster with the straight 1-2. Now, when Coffie switched, he was able to connect with the straight left, a couple of times, and he even buzzed Rice a little bit. But the straight 1-2 ultimately started wearing Coffie down, and I was so surprised. But listen, believe me when I tell you, some fighters just have your number. It's true, regardless of what people think. And I think last night was a prime example about certain fighters having your number. Rice had Coffie's number. Fourth round came out. He started to hurt Coffie. He started to rock Coffie. The referee was right there, real close, and he was really looking at Coffie. And at one point, he got hit with a straight right by Rice. And the ref said, "Are you okay?" Coffie looked over him and said, "I'm good." And then the fifth round came. Boom, boom, boom. 1-2, 1-2, hook. 1-2, 1-2, straight right. Ref stopped the fight. Freaking Jonnie Rice won the fight. 13 wins, 6 losses, 9 knockouts. Now he's going for 14 wins and 10 knockouts. He got the TKO victory. And what I really like about this guy, Jonnie Rice, was his post-fight interview. And I'm glad they gave him an interview. Because usually when you get no-name fighters in the ring and they actually pull off an upset, they don't want nothing to do with that fighter. Because y'all done like threw a wrench in the up-and-coming undefeated prospects game. But PBC was generous enough to give him a ring interview. And I loved what he said. It was so motivational, man. It was so motivational. He said, listen, for years I've been holding back. For years I've had a great team that believed in me. But I didn't believe in myself. He said, this should be a universal lesson. He said, make small goals, small steps at a time. Achieve those, and you'll get closer and closer to being the best that you could possibly be. He said, I didn't believe in myself when everybody else did. But once I started believing in myself, look what happened. We're talking about a record of 13 wins, 6 losses, 9 knockouts. Now his life is completely changed. Now, I'm looking forward to see Coffie in the ring again because I know he can bounce back from this. He just honestly did not look right to me. And it was possibly all Jonnie Rice was the reason why he didn't look right. Or there could have been something wrong. I don't want to make excuses of taking anything away from Rice. But Jonnie, this new Jonnie who believes in himself, is a force to be reckoned with. And I am so looking forward to seeing his next fight. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go do some deep research on this dude because he gained a new fan. And I'm still a fan of Michael Coffie. I still think he's going to achieve greatness. I still think he's going to be a world champion one of these days. But he ran into a brick wall last night, and I wish I would have known his fight was going down because I would have went live. Do you even know these two big juggernauts? Did you see the fight? If not, go check out Michael Coffie versus Jonnie Rice. Tell me what you think. Comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all. Fear none. God bless. Till the next time. Real Talk Boxing. We up and we out of here, baby.